I don't know who allowed FICO to sponsor a car. I don't want to be reminded about my credit score while I'm watching NASCAR. Look. I was happy when Kyle Busch started driving backwards because at least gave me an excuse to not necessarily be able to read it. But if I have to hear about my credit score while watching a race again, I'm going to lose my damn mind. Next thing you know, the IRS is going to be sponsoring a car, and I'm just going to have to give up altogether.
That was a weird partnership. Kyle Busch has gone from 3Chi to FICO, but one thing he hasn't gone away from is the pit road issues. I don't know what is going on with that RCR camp. It seems like ever since last summer, there's just been something in the water with that 8 and the 3 team, because Austin Dillon was out there, today, kind of as a traffic cone for the leaders. But yeah, you notice Kyle Busch today led for a moment, had pit road issues, spun again. It just seems like this is kind of the new Kyle Busch.
Yeah, it just seems like Kyle Busch seems to love getting pit road penalties. And, as far as his partner there at RCR, I think the only time you hear Austin Dillon's name is when Mike Joy says at some point after one of the numerous cautions, and Austin Dillon has received the lucky dog, the free pass. And it just seems like that is perennially where he's at. And I don't
He's
know.
life in the wave around lane.
It truly is. He's life as the lucky dog. But it just doesn't, it's not, there's something missing. And I don't know, obviously we're not in the shops. We have no idea what's going on as far as, the data side of it or anything like that. But just culture wise, it just seems like, is Kyle Busch fully invested in this? You can ask all sorts of questions. I mean, your father first. I think obviously Brexton's career is getting more and more serious. Is this just what we, are kind of going to have to come to expect out of Kyle Busch? I mean, right now, it doesn't look like either of them are really getting set up to be in the playoffs. I mean, obviously, it's very early. We can't hit the panic button quite yet, but they've definitely got something they need to work on early in the year.
100%, because you look at Kyle Busch last year, the shine and the sparkle of the new signing when he's coming to RCR. You saw that team energized. They already were coming off a huge 2022 with Tyler Reddick, where they were competitive and won multiple races. And you see them win at California last year. They win in Talladega in April, and you have 2 wins already in the first 2 months of the season. I think they won maybe 1 race since then. I mean, it just feels like that team is as slowly after the shock and awe of that new relationship has come together. The honeymoon stage is over, and like you said, I don't know what the issue is, because Kyle Busch is still running very competitive in the Truck Series and Xfinity when he's in there. But it's notable that 8 car has taken a step back, especially in the last few years when they've been really competitive with Tyler Reddick, and even in Kyle Busch's first year. I'm not seeing that ad, and like you said, it's too early to push that panic button, but it is trending the wrong way for that 8 team.
I'll tell you what, though, I do feel like, kind of like a wartime president, because I've got this panic button sitting on my desk and I'm just waiting, man. I'm just chomping at the bit to hit it for different teams, whether it's RCR or SHR, it does not matter. I'm just trying to hit it on somebody, if we're going to be honest.